right, people. This is my final live stream as someone in their 20s. I'm an old man. Soon I'm not going to even remember how to use a phone. Let me turn on the chats. Let's see. We're a little bit earlier today because my barber appointment was earlier. My toupee guy was a little early this week, so we're going to do this a little earlier. James K, moderator and certified T3 bot after Shako is here. What's going on, man? Got the Vietnamese coffee. We're ready to go. Freedom Van is here. What's going on? Elra. Grim Reaper, are you getting married? Not right now. Not today. Valen. Beep. Boop. Rick Green, certified T3 bot, is in Kansas City. Alfred Fun Video says, yo, what's up, youngster? I appreciate that, man. I needed to hear that because I'm having a conflict in conscience. I'm having a third life crisis, assuming I make it to 90. Yeah, dude. Things are getting real. It's getting real in the field. Steve Perez. What's going on, man? Mr. Shinobi's here. Heck yeah. As I said, I have no idea. Says all the bestest from Austria. Have a nice Shabbos. Thank you so much, man. Good Shabbos. Freedom Van says, I'll be listening to y'all chat while I clean up dog diarrhea. Well, I'm sorry, but that's what happens when your dogs get into the trash bin. Shukla says, toupee game strong. Yeah, my toupee guy. He did a good job today. Marissa, certified T3 bot. Also my sister, Ciao, from somewhere in Italia. Marisita is in Italia. Got a pizza, got a pasta, got a cannoli. That was not supposed to be mean, but you guys like when I do impressions, and that's the impression of my sister in Italy. Mendez says, I just got skipped. No one's getting skipped, okay? I'm trying to acknowledge everybody, but there's a lot of people coming in. Ryan Thompson, 2 Thompson says, greetings from Lexington, Kentucky. Heck yeah. Stephen Elias, certified T3 bot, says, hey, Joey. I'm going to assume that is a autocorrect. Says, hey, Joey, can you suggest a watch for my girlfriend on a budget? Yeah, Seiko makes some really nice, kind of elegant female Seiko Solars. I would honestly recommend a SUP 880. That's a man's watch, but girls can wear it too. Jerome says, greetings from the Big Apple. What's going on, New York? The Urban Man says, changes of name. Oldies, goldies, the time teller. Shout out from South Africa. South Africa. Johannesburg. Much love, T3. Well, enjoy yourself in South Africa. And you're right, man. I am an oldie but goldie. Mr. XC Man 92 says, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Mark Smith had a chicken parm last night. Pimpy from Croatia, great rant video. You were right in everything. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I've been getting some questions about. So I made an episode a few months ago, and the title was "Fashion Companies Are Stealing from You," and the main focus of that episode was the Cartier tank homage. It was really a ripoff. Made by Tom Ford, and it was a quartz watch that was selling for $9,900. And what's funny is you can get an automatic Tank Solo XL, big size, in rose gold from Cartier for like $8,500. So the Tom Ford knockoff quartz is actually more expensive than the real deal. So this Friday, I've been getting a bunch of questions about Tom Ford's new automatic watch, and I made a whole episode taking that one apart. So if you want to watch that, then what are you doing here? Go watch my episode. I'm just kidding. Stay here. But check out the Friday watch rant because we got we got to stick it to these fashion companies. I want people to get educated and not get screwed over by brand names. People are asking about my car. When it's nice and cool out, I like taking the STI because, I mean, come on, turbo's like colder weather, and it was in the lower 60s this morning. So I figured it would be fun to take out the turbo. Really fun car. Mendez says, so what plans you have for your B-Day on the 12th? Well, thank you so much for remembering when my birthday was, bro. My birthday is June 12th, and I'm turning 30 this Wednesday. There's going to be an episode as normal coming out on Wednesday, so don't worry. I'm not taking a break. I never take a break, guys. There's no breaks, okay, for this guy. But there will be an episode on Wednesday, and we are going to, let's see. Well, you're going to see what the episode's about, but what am I going to do on my birthday? Well, I'm going to probably hang out with my girlfriend and my parents. I'm going to have dinner with my parents. Unfortunately, my siblings are out of town, so that's kind of a bummer. But I'll see them, eventually. But yeah, I'm probably going to have a nice dinner with my loved ones, and we're going to laugh at the fact that I'm an old man, probably. And I may have a grail on the way. That's all I'm going to say about that. Mr. XC Man says, dude, you got a sweet Jeep and a Subaru. Well, thanks, man. My TJ Rubicon was like my favorite car when I was younger, and I still love that thing. Obviously, put a lot of work into it. But I've always wanted an STI since I was little. Like, I've always wanted an STI since Subaru was in WRC racing. And obviously, North America, US at least, didn't get 22Bs. So, I mean, whatever. I ended up getting an STI when I was 29. Can't complain. What am I upgrading? Kirk Arch, not to be confused with Kirk Rich, who made really good dials for Rolexes. Kirk A. Rich. Oh wait, maybe it is Kirk Rich. Says, when are you updating to a 911, bro? That's why I'm doing so much work. Eventually, hopefully, God willing, I'll get a 911 someday. But did I miss the wristwatch check? Not yet, bro. Not yet. Airwatch says, "Hey, turning 30, Mazel Tov. One more like, one more like that, and you're 60." Yep, I know. Thoughts on the new Gladiator Freedom van? I think it's really, really cool. I think there's one silly thing about that car, or that truck, I should say, that I really love, and it's that it has a reverse camera, but also it has a camera that is aimed in the truck bed, so you can actually see what you're hauling. You can see your payload in your monitor, which is really funny, and I think it's a great idea for a pickup. Still, though, when it comes to Jeep pickups, I always wanted a Comanche. Stephen Lee, what's up from Harlem? Heck yeah. Al29 says, happy early birthday. Thank you so much, man. Stephen H. had an STI when he was 18, but the penicillin sorted it out. Yep. Haven't heard that one before. PT111111 says, don't worry, you'll hit 40 before you can finish saying MVMT sucks. Yep. Life happens fast, man. Steve, excuse me. Sorry, Steve. I need more coffee, dude. Okay. Steve H says, hey, Jory, I've started a whip around so we can get you a Movado for your birthday. Please don't. Please do not. Unless it's one of the vintage models that I listed in the 5 Movados worth buying. James K. I don't know Celsius, guys. I'm sorry. Michael Gill says, you're not old till the beard gets gray streaks. I think yours still has an indent from your pacifier. Thank you, bro. Ryan Thompson says happy birthday. Thank you so much. Stephen Elias, certified T3 bot, says, have you ever thought about a Patreon so YouTube doesn't take such a big cut? I have thought about a Patreon, and I do get people regularly asking me where my Patreon is, and that's very nice, and that makes me feel flattered, that people are so willing to support the channel. However, I haven't gotten around to sorting one out to starting a Patreon yet. I need to look further into that. Right now, I'm just very thankful for all my regulars that join me on Saturday and that will actually, support the channel and become channel members, because that's huge. Tom says, happy birthday. Which watch did you pick to celebrate this big day? So right now is Wednesday is my birthday, the 12th. But right now I'm celebrating with my Explorer 2, my 16570. Now, I may or may not have a Grail potentially on the way. But that's all I'm gonna say, guys. Turbo like thick air. Heck yeah. Brandon Almeida says, love your videos, buddy. Happy 30th, more life. Thank you so much, man. On to bigger and better, hopefully. Catalino Soplario. I am so sorry for totally butchering your name. I'm trying very hard. Happy birthday, Jor. Up these likes, people. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, listen to Catalino, man. Up the likes. Kenneth says, happy 30. Thank you so much. Yeah, trying, man. On to bigger and better, hopefully. Ramsey says, after almost a decade of being on YouTube, first time I actually clicked the bell icon for you and turned into a live cast. Well, thanks so much, man. Again, YouTube does a very shoddy job of notifying my subscribers. I've complained about this a lot, actually, on the channel and on Instagram. I literally, like, pretty much bi-weekly, I have people writing to me asking me why I haven't uploaded that week. And it's kind of freaky to me because I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then a Saturday live stream every Saturday. So I upload quite a bit. And it's leading me to believe that people that subscribe to me don't often get notified, and I don't often show up on their recommended. So that's kind of a bummer. But again, to combat that, I think hitting the bell helps. I think it honestly does help, but I never know. YouTube's always changing, so it's like I never know. Brandon says, to be fair, I got a notification on my home screen and tuned in as soon as I saw it. I live in Dubai, so I usually miss this kind of stuff because of the time difference. Yes, but thanks for joining in. Chi-Town, California says, Jordog. Papa Shark certified T3 bot says, Jory. Tob Raham says, 65 watching and 11 likes. Come on, people. Listen to Tob, dude. Up with the likes, bro. Don't Care is turning 50 on June 10th. In 2 days. Happy birthday, dude. He says, happy birthday when it comes to Jory, my Gemini brother. You will love your 30s. Thank you. Thank you. I need to hear that. Thank you so much. From a couple people, I've heard that the 30s are actually a very good set of years. It's a very good decade. So I'm looking forward to it. There is something to be said about not being in your 20s anymore, though. And that is exciting and a little freaky. But again, guys, just like I tell you to get out of your comfort zone, I'm getting the heck out of my comfort zone. Okay? So there. Papa Shark says I just hit 29 myself. Yeah. Mendez says you just did a wristwatch check before you hit 100. Whatever. I'm going to break the rules. Guys, we're going to do a wristwatch check. So I'm wearing my 16570. It was a little gloomy out today, so I wanted to kind of brighten it up and wear something a little icy and cool. Really comfortable bracelet. People talk trash about the bracelet, but I love it. Very, very comfortable. Little splash of red there. And Vietnamese coffee check. James K, certified T3 bot and moderator, says, timestamp the wristwatch check. Vince Goodrum says, hello again. Hello, Vince. Chi-Town, California, certified T3 bot says, don't worry, Jory. You don't drink, so you won't ever know how hangovers are worse in your 30s. That's probably true. I don't have to experience those. But things are hurting that didn't used to hurt anymore. Marcos Rodriguez, T3 shout out from Brooklyn. What's going on, Brooklyn? Isaac says, you wear that watch quite a bit. Seems like that's your favorite. I do wear it a lot. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I actually hadn't worn it all week, though, this week. So I try to wear it once a week. It's definitely in my current rotation, but I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite. I do love the watch, though. Yeah. And also when it's kind of, I don't know if you can see the clouds here. When it's kind of gloomy, I want to wear, a waterproof watch when it's gloomy out, because this season you just don't know if it's gonna rain. So, Siphone with the super chat, thanks, bro. Thank you so much, man. Todd Raham says, loving your channel as well, especially the Jeep videos. Thank you, dude, so much. You guys rock. Chris Vector says, Polar Dial Explorer is my Gmail. I think he meant Grail, but that's a good Grail. It's a great watch. Mark Smith says, I got my ear pierced for the first time at 30. Dude, maybe I just need to do something crazy like that. Papa Shark certified T3 bot says, yeah, I saw a Hoyer Carrera fragment design. Had to get it. Siphone says, what's up, timer? Mendez says, looks like today's topic is your birthday. Yeah, well, I mean, if any of you guys want to give me advice about, getting older, I'm down to hear it, because I'm not going to pretend like I know everything. Icy coffee got condensation on my hands. Cowboy Swami says, what's up, boys? Colin Butterfield says, the Rolex video towards the end had me absolutely cracking up. I showed my whole family. Well, thank you so much, man. I'm glad you enjoyed the content, and I hope your family got a little chuckle out of it. So thank you so much. Mendez says, live life at your fullest. That's a very good, that's a very, very good piece of advice. I should. Freedom Van says, Jory, I got a promotion yesterday. Well, mazel tov, dude, on to bigger and better. Looks like you're getting after it. Good job, man. Airwatch says, what's your view on the Undone Urban series? Great looking watches, but I'm hesitant because of the quartz movement. So I wouldn't worry about the quartz movement. They're using the VK64, I believe, Mecha Quartz from Seiko, which is actually a good movement. I reviewed the Undone Urban Mystique, and I thought it was fun. I didn't like it, though, because the subdials didn't have any indicators. So I thought it was kind of silly to have a chronograph with no indicators, but, Stephen Elias, certified T3 bot, says, I'm going to send you the free super chat YouTube Premium gives me. You rock, by the way. Thank you so much. Holy cow. Papa Shark with a $20 super chat says, happy birthday. Go buy an Invicta. Well, I'm going to say thank you, first of all, Papa Shark. You freaking rule, and that's very generous, and you are amazing for doing that. I can't promise you I'm going to buy an Invicta, though. Maybe, you know what? I probably should get a pro diver, though, to review it. And then I'll probably break it on camera. So, but thank you so much, man. You rock. Chi-Town, California with the super chat says, tried out the Datejust 36 at Chicago AD. It's my grail. That's a great versatile watch, man. That's a very versatile watch. Thank you for the super chat. Stephen Elias with the YouTube Premium super chat. You rock, dude. Thank you so much, guys. Sunglasses Ron says, lose the beard. It's so last year. It's kind of my brand now, so I can't. Andrew says, I'm 27, but I felt like I was 30 since I'm 19. I know exactly what you mean by that feeling, by the way. Siphone with a super chat. Excuse me. Thank you so much, man. You guys rock. Vince Goodrum. It's so funny. We have, I don't know if the AirPods are picking that up, but we had some dude on a bike with a huge boombox just blasting music. Vince Goodrum says, I keep wanting to say Goodman because when you look at the word, it looks like my last name. Says, saw your Invicta video. I can loan you one out of my Invicta Eco Stars I own from my collection of Invicta. Let me know. Well, Vince, thank you so much. And by the way, your comments always do crack me up, so I appreciate it. You know, Vince, I've been saying this for so long, and I apologize, guys. I've been so busy. I've been working on another project that I'm going to be showing you guys very soon, and I'm very excited about it. It's been taking up a lot of time. I'm going to be setting up a PO box, and I think it'd be great because a ton of my regulars write to me regularly. They're like, we have a ball watch, and I'd like to send it to the channel for you to review, or I have an Orient small seconds, or I have an Invicta whatever that I'd like to send in. So Vince, remind me. I'm gonna get back to you with my PO box, and we can make something work because I would like to give at least a pro diver an honest review, and maybe put it up against my Submariner 16800, or just just do a review with it, but by itself. Dima says, Jory, I'm working on something. Oh no, Jory is partnering with Watchbox. No, it's an independent project, so don't worry. I'm not. This isn't like a merger or anything. Something I've been working on personally for a little while, and I'm very excited to show you guys. Statsko says, yes, the 30th year watch and engraved Invicta. The lust is real. Papa Shark says, have a great stream, Jory. I'm roaming data, so I'm going to get a call from my provider soon later. Well, thank you so much for the super chat, Papa Shark. You rock. And yeah, that was very generous of you. Andrew says, I'd rock a beard, but it tickles my neck when I sleep on my side. You get used to it. I sleep on my side also. James K, certified T3 bot and moderator. You're the only moderator here, James, by the way. So you've been promoted. You better be doing your job. It says Jory got a Velcro valet for his 30th. Papa Shark, I have to go, Jory. Have a great one, man. Thank you so much. What are you doing for your birthday? Siphone asks. So again, I'm gonna have dinner with my parents and Connie, and then probably a few of my friends are gonna go have a hot pot. It's not technically, it's shabu shabu. We're gonna have shabu shabu in Koreatown, probably, and at one of my favorite restaurants here in Los Angeles. And yeah, some of my buddies and I are probably gonna go do that, and then yeah, just gonna rage, dude. Get crazy. I'm 30, man. I'm gonna be 30. I'm still in my 20s, okay, for a couple days. James K says it's a lot of heavy lifting. Yeah, well, dude, with a lot of with power comes great responsibility. Top says Connie's favorite watch video. Yes, we are gonna do something like that though. That would actually be funny if Connie looked over my collection and picked out her favorite watches from it. Would you guys like to see that? I think that'd be fun. Connie picks out some watches from my collection and says what she likes and doesn't like about some watches. That'd be fun. William Birding says, caught the live stream wearing an NTH Odin. Don't have much experience with that brand at all. A lot of people write to me asking about it though, so apparently they're well liked. Mr. X says, what? No binge drinking? I don't drink, dude. It's not from not for religious reasons or anything. I just don't drink. Mark Smith, any thoughts on the curve from Bova? Okay, so when that watch first was released, I thought it was really cool looking. I saw some pictures of it. Then I looked at the size and I realized it's just too big for that watch. I wish it was a bit smaller. So I think it's probably a bit big, but it's a very interesting design. Siphon says, yes, if she picks out good watches. Tomaz says, yes, let's see Connie tear up your collection. That'd be fun. JH says, yep, that sounds like a great idea. James K, certified T3 bot and moderator, says, yes, we would like to see that. Tob says, heck yeah. Steve Perez says, sure. Oh, man. Shukla with a really good question that I'm not positive I can answer. He says, what is the single most important attribute of a watch according to you? So an attribute is not necessarily a complication, right? He's not asking, like what complication is the most important or what size. He's asking what attribute should a watch have? And that can get a little bit, I think that's almost in the intangibles. Whoa! Tyler Dobbs with the $24.99 super chat. Incredibly generous, man. Thank you so much. He says, happy birthday. Just found your channel recently. I've been going back through and watching all your content. Love it. Well, Tyler, that was incredibly generous and ridiculous and unexpected and amazing. You freaking rock, dude. I have the best viewers and supporters in the world. You'll notice I never say fans because I think that word is really dumb. I honestly consider you guys all my friends, and that's crazy that I get to hang out with you guys. You guys are amazing, honestly. I posted a picture of on Instagram of myself. Usually it's about watches, but I've been posting some pictures of myself, and I have like the most supportive group of followers like ever. Like last night before bed, I was looking at the comments. I was like, wow, dude, these dudes like go out of their way to like be supportive and positive and yeah, like I get some of the most vitriolic, like mean, just nasty comments out of the blue from people that I don't know. But like the amount of people that are like incredibly cool, like Tyler, they vastly outweigh any of the idiots. So you guys rock. So thank you guys. Honestly, thank you. You are amazing. Chattown, California says, Tyler. Tob says, dang, Tyler comes in with a sexy super chat. And by the way, Tyler Dobbs, thank you for going back into my archive of videos. Don't judge me. Hopefully I've gotten a little better. Hopefully the more modern content is a little better. Also, I've lost 45 pounds since starting the channel. So don't judge me. I'm a little bit better looking now. Okay? Okay, but real quick, dude, that question from Shukla, the most important attribute a watch can have is desirability to you, right? How much do you desire that watch? It's hard. That question kind of gets into the intangibles. I know you want me to pick, size, like a wearable size, or um, or like it needs to have this complication. It's hard. It's hard to say that. Every watch that I get, I've been drawn to in some way, and that's why I say in almost every video, buy what you like. Yeah, so it's weird. Like with the Explorer 2, for some reason, I've just always looked at the 16570. I've just always been drawn to it. So what I would say is, what's the most important attribute a watch can have is that intrinsic desire, that like magnetism to it. So that's what I would say. Um, and I know it's kind of a woo-woo out there answer. So I'll give you a more tangible one. Also a date complication, because date complications rule. Tob says, bro, you deserve it. So humble, happy, and real all time. Hands down my favorite watch channel on YouTube. Thank you so much, man. Chi-Town, California certified T3 bot says, we're your friends, Jory, but Jory is the Beard's #1 fan. Yeah, I'm you know what? I'm more of your guys' fan than you are mine. So let's just get that straight. Freedom Van says, guys, I saw Nomos Orion in person for the first time this week on a Gaia LAX, but even more beautiful in person, but he had an index fall off. That's a big bummer. Nomos tends to make really well-made watches. That's kind of a bummer. Locust V says, Locutus V. I'm sorry if I'm messing up your name. Says, are you watching the NBA final? Who are you rooting for? So I'm more so watching the Stanley Cup final, and I'm obviously rooting for my Bruins. Unfortunately, we're not doing well. But whatever. Uh, as far as NBA, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of basketball. I think it's very funny with all the trash talking going on right now between obviously Golden State and the Raptors. I think it's hilarious that Drake is involved. But see, here's the thing. When Drake kind of talks trash on the sideline, that's expected. He's a celebrity. He runs his mouth. And then when the athletes saw him in the locker room after they won, after Golden State won that one game, it was like, "Oh, you're not talking now, Aubrey," because Aubrey's Drake's real name, and they were smack talking in front of the camera. KD said, "Aubrey, we'll see you in the Bay," and then when they came back to the Bay, their home court, the Raptors smashed them. So that looks kind of bad. So it's kind of embarrassing. So I don't know who I'm rooting for, but I just think it's hilariously entertaining. Siphone with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. He says, happy birthday. Also, anyone, happy Pride Month. Much love. James K, certified T3 bot, and moderator says, I follow Jory's beard on Twitter. Yo, someone make a Twitter account that says Jory's beard. Airwatch says 45 pounds. Jory Goodman, the weight loss teller. Good for you, man. Thank you so much. Siphone says, he says, shoot. From day one, your content has been 100% high quality audio and video. Yeah, sorry, bro. You're an old hag now, JK. The audio and video hopefully has gotten better, along with the hopefully with the hiring of an editor and better equipment and stuff. Hopefully, it's gotten a little better. John, certified T3 boss, says, happy birthday, Jory. Thank you so much, dude. Reading more comments. I'm still kind of blown away that you saw Nomos with an index that fell off. Mr. X C-Man says, holy crap, 45 pounds. Dude, congrats. Thanks, dude. Tomas, Cowboy Swami says, I could tell. Well, thank you, dude. Tomas says, you lost 45 pounds? Nice. Is that a secret for saving up for watches? Lose weight, eat less money on food, more money on watches? That's a very good point. That may have contributed to me picking up a Grail. No, honestly, what ended up happening was, you guys know I've been powerlifting for over a decade now, and now that I'm entering like my actual like adulthood in my 30s, I realized I don't know if I want to be going into my 30s as like a heavyweight. So my goal was to get into the 230s. Excuse me. My goal was to get into the 230s by June 12th. And I hit like 229 last night. So, dab. Siphon says, how does the beard feel about turning 30? I mean, he's going to remain the same no matter what. That's never going away. I almost spit out my coffee. Stormy Daniels asks, do you like the Bull of a Lunar Moon watch? Yes, I do. That's a watch I could totally see myself getting. Stormy, nice to meet you. Katul Bot says, hey T3, what will be the next watch in your collection? Very good question, but you're going to have to wait. But it's a grail of mine, and I got it for my 30th. Sunglasses Ron says, color the beard. And guess what, Ron? You spell color with a U, which means you're either from Canada or UK. Javier Vega says, happy B-Day, T3. Saw a video for the White Dial Omega 300, and it reminded me aesthetically of the Alpha Alpiner 4 GMT. White Dial, black bezel, red tip on the second hand. Any experience? So Alpina makes really good watches. I think they make really, really fun, um, sometimes heritage style sports watches. Uh, I would say check it out. I haven't had that one on the wrist, but I think they make really cool watches. Again, Alpina is kind of the sports watch section of Frederic Constant, right? So Frederic Constant owns Alpina, and Frederic Constant doesn't make a ton of chronographs. They only have a couple. And so Alpina now makes the chronographs and the sports watches instead of Frederic Constant. And then Citizen owns Frederic Constant. So it's a nice little happy family. Siphone says, "Do you have any plans for LASIK surgery, keeping the glasses?" I'm going to keep the glasses because my eyes aren't bad enough to need surgery. Also, I have stigmatism in both eyes, and I don't think LASIK fixes that. So I'm kind of stuck with wearing glasses. Mendez says, "If you were given a modern Invicta or a movement for your birthday, would you keep it?" Yeah, because that's a gift from someone. So if someone gives you something, there's no way I wouldn't respect that person. There's no way I would disrespect that person by giving away that watch. No, of course I would take it. Taylor says Taylor Parker, maybe one of the owners of Warby Parker, says LASIK can fix astigmatism now. Well, um, yeah, maybe that's an option. Again, my eyes aren't bad enough to need LASIK yet, but I mean, hopefully in the future I won't need it either. James K, certified T3 bot and moderator, says Jory often has celebrities stopping by the channel. Very true. Mendez says, "Why are my questions not showing?" Well, they definitely did. Raphael says, "Hey Jory, happy birthday. By the way, it wasn't until recently that I got to know Calvin Klein Watches is owned by Swatch Group. Does that mean their watches are better than average fashion watches?" Well, might mean they have some Swiss quartz movements, maybe some basic ETAs. Uh, you know, a lot of larger companies will make these fashion companies watches. Doesn't mean they're good. Also, just because a watch is coming out of Swatch Group doesn't mean it's a good watch. Um, I'm actually kind of upset with Swatch Group right now. Stephen Elias, certified T3 bot, says, "How about for 100,000 subs, a random fan gets to do your LASIK procedure?" I think that would kind of be bad because then I might not be able to make content anymore. Chi-Town, California, certified T3 bot says, "Have you heard of a boyfriend watch?" I don't. Is that a company? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Richard says, "Hello from Houston. How is it over there in Texas?" Taylor Parker says, "No, sadly, I don't own much of anything. If I owned Warby Parker, I'd get you that sponsorship, bro." Thank you so much. Yeah, Dima, that's exactly why I'm not why I wouldn't do LASIK. It's because it seems a little sketchy to me. Reading comments. Dima says, "Boyfriend's watch equals girls with skinny wrists wearing large diameter sports watches." It Taylor Parker says, "Boyfriend's watches are just large women's watches." Matt Gannon, also from Houston. Siphone says, "How many bots do we have today?" Chi-Town, California, certified T3 bot says, "Boyfriend watches are apparently watches that are more male oriented but are tailored for female wearers like Calvin Klein." Um, so I'd probably recommend if a girl wanted a larger, kind of more masculine watch, I probably wouldn't recommend them buying a watch marketed as a boyfriend watch because it's probably made by some dumb fashion company. I'd probably recommend them just getting a male watch. Just get a boy watch. right? Get a male-oriented watch and rock it if you want a larger watch. Like Connie has tiny wrists. Instead of if she wanted a larger diameter watch, I wouldn't get her a something marketed as a boyfriend watch. I'd just get her a larger diameter watch that she'd like. You know what I mean? Like, oh, JG with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. Says, here's a contribution for LASIK so you can see your watches better. Happy born day from Big D. Cold in the D. Nisha Karthagasu says, hello from San Fran. How is it over there in the fog? Nisha also asks, when do you decide it's time to sell a watch? I love every watch I own, but sometimes thinking of flipping, it's hard. Well, the only watches I really flip are watches that I've gotten for the channel, and then I sometimes flip them on Instagram, because I've picked them up to review, and then I use that to just get another watch to review. But out of my personal collection, I've made an episode actually, how to know when to keep or sell a watch. I actually made an episode explaining kind of my thought process, and it has a little questionnaire that you can fill out yourself. But basically, it's like, was this watch given to me? Does it remind me of an important time in my life? Does it remind me of a person? Do I wear it? Like, if any of these questions have negative answers, then yeah, it's probably time to get rid of the watch, right? Simon B says, what's on the wrist today? Happy birthday, Ja'Cory. Well, I'll show you guys again. Dang. Vietnamese coffee. Where's the Vietnamese coffee? Flexing that STI. Woo, woo. Do you know what's funny? I got that car, and then I posted a picture of my watch, and someone had the audacity to be like, oh, you have a few Rolexes in your collection and you drive a Subaru? I was like, I can't win anywhere. That is cool. What is that, a little MG? That's pretty cool. Lee says, nice Subi. Thank you. Nisha says, nice wrist candy. Simon says, en fleek. Andrew says, do you wear watches on your left hand? No. Here's my left hand. Here's my right hand. I wear watches on my right wrist because I'm a lefty. I don't like wearing watches on my dominant wrist because, I'm on my desk writing or whatever. Do I carry a wallet? Yeah, a Velcro one. Gomu Gomu Boy says, nice. Campers Ahoy says, what up, what up? Do Bodybuilding says, yo! James K says, the Jory head nod. Well, it's because people are, like jogging. Sometimes we have cyclists. We have people walking their dogs. And I'm some weirdo with a beard, like yelling into a camera, like in the middle of this nice little town. So, like, yeah, I have to sometimes be like, I won't kill you. Not going to kidnap you. I'm not crazy. Siphone says, hi, the self-defense going. I just saw you acknowledge the passerby. Very in touch with your surroundings. Yeah, that's also a thing. If I'm like here in the middle, I also have to kind of be aware of people around me. But it's not so much because like I'm worried about like myself, it's also because like I don't. If someone's eating a sandwich with their family, like here, I'm not going to be yelling into the camera while they're trying to have a picnic. So it's more so like I don't want to disturb anybody, but also I don't care, okay, because it's my live stream. Chi-Town, California, certified T3 bus says, Jory, what sort of time does your Explorer 2 keep? It is absolutely within cost standards. This thing's keeping incredible time. I don't have a plus or minus for you right now off the top of my head, but it's keeping great time. Shannon, with a comment I get a lot, actually says, oh my God, I thought you were like 45. Yeah, I get that all the time. Whenever I mention my age, you know, because I get people asking me my age, or whenever it comes up and I say, oh, I'm 29, people are like, wow, I thought you were like 42 or something. I tell that to my parents that I get that a lot, and I tell that to Connie, and they're like, oh, it's because you're mature, it's because you're successful. So people just assume you're older. It's because you're successful. Take it as a compliment. So I'm going to try to take it as a compliment, but deep down inside, it crushes me. I'm back. Mendez says, it's the beard. Dima says, Jory, it's the beard. Beard makes it really hard to figure out ages. Watch it all. You're going to be getting a rant. Don't worry. Siphone says, only 45 and he's 97. Walks with a walker. Omax says, you're a seasoned dude. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Oh, Camaro just started up. Oh, yeah. Also, another little unpopular opinion. GM's got to stop redesigning the Camaro. Just like stick with one for like a second. Stop redesigning it. Just stick with one for like a month. They've done like 5 redesigns in like 3 years. Chill. Chi-Town, California, certified T3 bus says, don't worry, Jory. I started wearing. Someone just called me. I hate getting phone calls on Saturday morning. Is there a Mercedes? No, that is a Porsche. I think that might be a Macan. I think that's a Macan. And then that's a Camaro. But who cares about those when there's a freaking 2019 STI? I mean, am I right? Yeah, that's a Macan. That's definitely. I don't think that's a Cayenne. Dylan Carrick says, happy birthday, love your vids. Thank you so much, dude. Travis Watts says, I'm 45 and my beard is gray. Shannon says, Shannon, after stating that I was 45 years old, says, thoughts on the Monta Atlas? Funny. You think I'm an old man and now you want my old man advice on a watch? I haven't held the Monta Atlas, but I have friends that I respect as watch collectors. They have really cool collections, and they really like their Montas, so I'm going to take their word for it. I have been in correspondence with Monta. We're working something out where they're going to send me a watch. I have like an agreement for me though that about like sending me a test watch, so I have to like be careful with it. So I guess I can't like beat it up and do a real test, whatever. No, I'm just kidding. It's just like insurance, I think, on the watch. So, yeah. How many redesigns has the Subaru STI had though? Well, this body has actually been around for since, man, 2015. So this body has been around for, you know, 4 or 5 years. So that's, yeah. Jory is in talks with Invicta. Yeah, I know. It's this van over here. It's ruining the live stream. Ay, 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 ay. This is really ruining. Okay, cool. They figured it out. Mendez says you should take a small grill and roast marshmallow. Looks like a small campsite. It kind of is a small campsite. Someone jacked the Camaro. No, I think that was the owner. James Kelly says, "Hey Jory, happy birthday." Says, "Hey Jory, greetings from Ireland. And more importantly, happy birthday. What do you think of the new Zelos Horizons?" I'd have to take a look. I haven't seen it. Ooh, there's a bug flying around. Statsco says, "I used to have a friend with a 22B, a real one." Yeah, I wish we got the 22Bs. That was the car that really made me love Subaru, but we don't really have them. Any mods to the STI? I have the Borla S-Type exhaust on it right now. Sounds really good, especially when it's a cold start. Andrew Tan says, "Logging off since it's 1:10 a.m. Have a great stream. I'll drop a greeting on Wednesday, which is a holiday in the Philippines. Independence Day. Well, happy Independence Day, Philippines. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, bro. Go to sleep though, because it's really late." Mendez says, "Do you have a sound system?" I mean, I have. I didn't modify the sound system in any way, but it has a good one. It has the Harman whatever. It's the limited, so it has the really nice sound system in it. I don't know, but I'm not one of the dudes that puts like huge aftermarket subwoofers and stuff. Taylor Parker from Warby Parker is a new channel member. Thank you so much. You are officially a certified T3 bot, Taylor. Thank you for supporting the channel. You know, I mentioned getting a new editor, having someone do my thumbnails, getting a better camera and lenses and lighting and stuff, and a mic. I couldn't do that stuff without you guys. So thank you so much. You guys rock, honestly. Yeah, each and every one of you guys makes it so I can upload as regularly as I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I could not make this content as regularly without my T3 bots. So you guys rock. I love each and every one of you. Super generous. You don't have to join, but you guys go out of your way and do it anyway. I love you guys. Thank you. Well, Dima, I'm not going to walk around to the back of the car. I was just pointing it out. Taylor Parker says, "I got to give back, man." Wait. Taylor Parker, certified T3 bot, says, "I got to give back, man. You've given me plenty of advice to earn it, bud." Well, thank you. Everyone, please congratulate Taylor Parker for joining the T3 bot army. Shaked says, "Hey, Jory, happy Shavuot from Israel." Well, thank you so much. Hag Sameach. Shannon says, "Your adventure vids, Hamilton reviews, etc., look very different environmentally. Is it the same state?" Yeah, it is the same state, and that's what's so cool. If there's one good thing about California, it's that there's a lot of different areas in the same state. There's a lot of bad things about California as well, but at least the geography is very, very cool. I can be in a little town like this suburb. I can be in the big city like Los Angeles proper, and then I can go hiking somewhere in a canyon. So yeah, and then I can drive a couple hours and go skiing, and then I can go to the beach here and go swimming. So it's pretty cool. Airwatch, you can always unfrighten passerbys by ensuring them you're actually just trapped in the camera. That's true. Fortino says, "Final thoughts on the Boulder Globetrotter." It's an incredibly impressive watch. They're using a really cool Swiss automatic GMT movement. The issue, what's up? We got more people. The issue is that it's just a whole lot of watch. They're using a similar case as their Boulder Odyssey 500 meter diver, And basically the issue is I think it's a whole lot of case for a lot of people. So then that inspired me to make the episode five, yeah, five reasonably sized GMT watches. So go to my channel and search reasonably sized GMT watches. They're all 40 millimeters or just under 40 millimeters, and I urge you to go take a look. The Odyssey or the Globetrotter isn't on that list, unfortunately, because it's just a bit bigger. But I would urge you to check it out. SciPhone says, "How does one become a member?" Well, uh, you go on my any of my episodes next to the subscribe button, the like subscribe, you click join, and it's essentially like a YouTube Patreon. But with Patreon, I think you can donate however much you want. With YouTube, excuse me, I got a tickle. With YouTube, they realized all these content creators are, giving money through Patreon. We want a cut. So YouTube made their own Patreon, and essentially it's $4 a month, I believe. And I'm sure YouTube takes a cut, but some of it does come to me. And again, that helps me get new equipment. That helps me pay my editors. Again, I have someone doing thumbnails too. That helps me get products to review. It helps me get equipment. So honestly, I could not make the content Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, then without you guys. Subaru says you look old for 20. I wish I was 20. I'm not. I'm not 20. I'm almost 30. This is my last. This is my last live stream in my 20s. So I'll be 30 next week. Thanks for your comment, man. Siphon says, I see. Thank you. James K, certified T3 and moderator, says, I donate through Georgetron. Chi-Town, California, are you doing double denim? Technically, yes. I'm kind of wearing a Canadian tuxedo. I'll show you. So, these are just Levi's. And some Clarks. I'm sitting down, so my pants are up. And then, so like this is kind of a darker denim. And then I'm wearing, yeah, Canadian tuxedo. STI. Isn't it way too hot for denim? You'd think that. You'd think that it being Los Angeles, we're having a chilly June. And you know what that means? It means it's going to be absolute miserable summer. That means it's going to normally it would be like in the 80s right now. And then in July it'd get in the 90s. Right now it's in like the 60s, 70s. And then what's going to end up happening is like October it's going to be like 99. So that's what's going to happen. But for some reason, like right now, it's in the 60s. And this morning when I went to the barber shop, it was quite chilly. So I'm, sleeves rolled up right now. Taylor Parker says, it's muggy here in Alabama. Roll Tide. Yeah, I left New Hampshire because it was very muggy. Very, very muggy. Siphone says, here in Houston, it was 97. I melted off 10 pounds. Yeah. Well, I'm not excited for it to get hot here. Mark Klein, certified T3 bot, says, you still have that New England look. Mark, that is a huge compliment, actually, because that's my favorite area in the whole world, New England. So, and Mark, this is LL Bean. So you know what you're talking about. New England boys wear LL Bean. We got more people out here trying to get in the live stream. Chi-Town, California, certified T3 bot says, I'm moving back to SoCal on Tuesday. Can't wait to be with my peeps again. Well, we're waiting for you. He needs a denim vest. Subro R says, "You're awesome, bro. I like your attitude." Thank you so much. Lee Prey says, "Why did you go for this color on the Subi?" So this color was actually like limited here in SoCal, and I had to source this one because I think for some reason with like sporty sedans, and you guys might disagree, but and it's obviously personal preference, but I feel like with sporty sedans, silver is a really good color. I like it. It's a larger car than a two door, and I think with I don't know, with kind of hot sedans, it looks good in silver, and silver stays cleaner looking for longer than black or gunmetal. Siphone with the super chat says, "Timer, you need to get the LL Bean Trim 90 Subaru." Dude, heck yeah. You know what? I should be wearing my 9721 LL Bean Dial Hamilton, the RAF limited edition, my first automatic watch ever. I need a denim dial Omega. Yeah, the Railmaster. You joke, Shannon, but that's a real thing. Phase. Oh, Phase is in here. It says it looks like a van. Well, hold on. This, this, this. I can't tell the difference. Siphone says, "Just live the LL Bean life, bro. For days, beans for days." Yeah, I don't like the denim dial Omegas, but reading comments. Scott Pringle says SSC 081 on the wrist. That's one of my favorite watches. So you have very good taste. I freaking love that watch. Mendez says, "I'm from California too, from San Fernando Valley, but I moved to Houston 5 years ago. But I would love to move back. The cost of living is harder for me. I can't get a good job anymore. I'm 46. Yeah, that's one of the issues with California is that it's expensive. It's very expensive to live out here, and the taxes are very high. So, yeah, that's. I mean, again, it's not easy, man. Reading comments. Marcos Rodriguez says, "T3, keep doing what you're doing. Happy birthday. Stay strong. Need a new watch going shopping. Love the channel." Well, enjoy your enjoy your watch shopping. Michael Romero says, "Jory, any hints at the Grail you just got?" Well, you're gonna have to wait for an episode, but I'm gonna give you two hints. I've mentioned it on this channel before, and it's a big Grail of mine. Yeah, Mendez, if you're ever back in SoCal. Phase, get a Orient Bambino. It's a classy watch. Jory, do you wash your own cars? What's your favorite product? Turtle wax, bro. Keep it OG. Stats go, Jory, since you're a car guy, get into classics before they disappear. My suggestion would be a 944 turbo. I don't like 944s. If it's a front engine Porsche, it's not a Porsche. I'm just kidding. No, if I'm going to get a vintage Porsche, it's going to be a 911. Obviously, it's not going to be a 944. That would just bother me. I'd look at the steering wheel and it'd have the Porsche crest, and then it wouldn't be a 911. No, especially because my Grail car is a RS America. So. Dr. Q Pine says, great content. My brother just told me about your channel last week. Well, dude, your brother is the man, and you're the man. And there's like around 300 episodes for you to binge watch, so go binge watch them. And don't judge me, because in the earlier episodes, they were just bad, and I was really fat, and everybody told me I was fat. I want a Buick Grand National GNX Dream car. That's turbo, right? Mendez says, hey, Jacory, gotta get going. Happy early birthday, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Yeah, happy birthday. Stay tuned for the Wednesday episode. Freedom Van, what's an RS America? I'm a car guy, but not familiar with Porsches. So it's a 964. Around 1993, they came out with what was called the RS America, and it is essentially the weekend warrior Porsche. So it was naturally aspirated, rear-wheel drive, no bells and whistles, manual gearbox. Had the Porsche turbo wheels and brakes, and it had stiffer suspension. And so it was kind of for dudes that were doing like autocross. Chi-Town, California, certified T3 bot 1993 RS America in Guards Red. That is my Grail Porsche. Yeah, I would absolutely, because again, it's what a Porsche should be: rear-wheel drive, naturally aspirated, manual, air-cooled. How can you beat that? I mean, or Mr. X. I'd like to get a 911, a Singer 911. Yeah, I wish, man. Those are crazy. What's your take on the Longines Master Collection Moon Phase, or did you already review that one? I haven't reviewed it. Longines makes some interesting watches, but they're frustrating because a lot of their modern ones I just don't like. John Frey, if you like Porsches, check out Magnus Walker. Yeah, dude, Urban Outlaw. I've been following that guy for years now. I freaking love Magnus Walker, and he's here in Los Angeles. Shab says, you helped me pick my first automatic. I'm really grateful. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Looking forward to watching a lot more of you. Well, thank you so much. There's going to be a Monday episode. There's going to be a Wednesday episode, and there's going to be a Friday episode. So, guys, don't worry. My birthday is on Wednesday, but I'm not taking a break. And stay tuned for the birthday episode. Longines, but what about short Gene? Dad joke. James K. certified T3 bot. And moderator says Longines doesn't mean as much to people as they used to. Yeah, they made really elegant pieces, and then they got caught up in the modern watch market. And then what I will say is they didn't turn into Movado, right? They didn't do like crazy. They didn't do absolutely ridiculous things. They just make watches that aren't as interesting anymore. What do you prefer, Seiko's Shippo enamel dial or the original SPB 069? I like the SPB 069. Both are sick, but I prefer the original. Harry says, first, thanks for all the great vids. What's your opinion on the Moule Glacute? And I probably mispronounced that. I don't know much about that particular model. What I will tell you is that the Glacute Senators are some of my favorite models. And talk about a luxury brand that is incredibly underrated. You can get a great an incredible spec Glacute Senator with really interesting complications for under 10, like well under 10 grand. It's such an impressive watch. I think because they're German and because they aren't a big Swiss brand, they don't get the recognition they deserve. I don't know much about the spec, the model you were referring to which you were referring, but I'll learn about it and I'll give you my my take on it. Seb says, "Ombre, you look 40." Haven't heard that one before. Mark Klein, certified T3 bot, says, "Do you and Connie have plans for your birthday?" Yeah, we're gonna go. Well, we're gonna on my birthday we're gonna celebrate with my parents, and then probably before that or after that, some of my buddies and I and her, of course, we're gonna go to this shabu shabu restaurant in Los Angeles that I really love. Nisha says, "Going to jump off now, Jory. Happy early birthday and have a great weekend." Thank you so much, man. Ethan Miles says, "What up, T3?" Dima says, "Jory, you're athletic. Can you do backflips? I recently got into Juji Mufu. Yeah, I can't do trick stuff like him, man. Not at all. But Juji is incredible." Gomu Gomu says, "I need to stop buying quartz watches. Give me the perfect reason." I am. What do you mean, the perfect reason you are what? The perfect reason you need to stop buying quartz watches? I don't think I could tell you to stop buying quartz watches. I will tell you that you need to maybe, or not that you need, I don't want to say need. What I'll tell you is maybe get a mechanical watch just to see what it's like in your collection, right? I'm not going to tell you to, I need to start on, yeah. I think you should, okay, here's the reason to maybe get an automatic watch. You already have some experience with watches. You've kind of broken the seal. You're Sketch-Reel, what's going on? You've kind of broken the seal with watch collecting. You're familiar with watches. You got some quartz watches in your collection. Very, very cool. But what I would recommend is maybe get an automatic. See what it's like. See what it's all about. You don't have to spend a ton of money on one. I've made episodes recommending, around the $100 range, and see what all the hype is about. And if you don't like your first automatic watch, then go back to quartz. But yeah. Omax, what's the perfect quartz watch you would buy? I can tell you my favorite quartz watch is my 7C46, my SBBN 031 Tuna. I think that's one of the coolest quartz movements ever made. That was a grail for me. So that's probably my favorite. Also, if you want to get crazy, the 9F movements from Grand Seiko. James Sue says, "Hey, Jory, what are you doing there in the hot sun?" I'm actually in the shade, very comfortable. But I am yelling into my phone, live streaming. Travis Watts, what would you recommend for a luxury field watch that's not an Explorer? A luxury field watch that's not an Explorer. Maybe. So not an Explorer, not an Explorer 2. That's a good question. Because well, Cowboy makes a good point. It says Oris Profiler or Hamilton Khaki. What do you consider as luxury? Because I think some people would consider it Hamilton, but again, that's like, is that luxury to you, or does it have to be? Does it have to be Swiss? Does it have to be expensive? Man, that's a good question. Let me think about that, because I would say Explorer too, but. Boris says, JLC Reverso or Cartier Tank, which design do you prefer most? Man, I love both of them. Ooh, Knives and Lint says Omega Railmaster. I mean, that's a good option. Technically, that watch was competitors with the Milgauss because it was supposed to be an anti-magnetic watch. A luxury field watch. I don't know, because you can also use the Pro Pilot as a field watch. You could also use an IWC Spitfire as a field watch. I know those are pilots' watches. but like those are some really good options. Check out the IWC Spitfire, dude. That watch is crazy. Okay, so Cartier Tank, JLC Reverso, both of those watches are crazy. I love both of them. I own a Cartier Tank. I'm a sucker for small classic watches. I'm a sucker for rectangular watches. Incredibly difficult for me to choose, guys. I love both of those watches. Super chat from Rick Green. Thank you so much. Ashley says, I'm wearing an Invicta Pro Diver 42mm quartz black. Rick Green, certified T3 boss, says, happy birthday, Joel. Remember on the date of your birth, your mom did most of the work. That's very true. Daniel says, oh, snap, I'm late. The Firekeeper, hey, Jory, what would you like to see from a new emerging high horology brand? Okay, from a high horology brand, I would honestly like to see some watches around the 40mm mark and some thinner watches. None of these thick longas. I would like to see some clean. Dude, like I'm a sucker for cream dials and blued hands. And this is really scaring me, guys. I'm going from a field watch phase back into a dress watch phase. I can feel it. Somebody stop me. Travis Watts, I have a Hamilton looking for a luxury example. Thanks for the suggestions. Thomas Burnett says, Brigade. The Firekeeper says, thank you for your answer. Happy birthday. Thanks, man. Guys, I have finished my Vietnamese iced coffee. So you know what that means. It's time to wrap up my final live stream in my 20s. It's going to be a hard one to finish, guys. I want to just hold on to my 20s. Guys, next time you see me, I'm going to be an old man. I'll be 30 years old. Well, that's not true. You're going to see me on Monday. You're going to see me on Monday. And I'm still going to be in my 20s. But on Wednesday, when you see me, I'm going to be a 30-year-old. So stay tuned. I'll see you on Monday, guys. Have a really cool episode on Monday. And then on Wednesday is my birthday episode. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining me, guys. Everyone's so cool. You guys are so generous with the super chats. You rock. Yeah, guys, as always, what do I always say? Get out of your comfort zone, right? Turning 30 is definitely out of my comfort zone, but guess what? It's going to happen whether I like it or not. So, boom, baby. I'm going into my 30s strong, happy, positive, and I'm bringing you guys with me. So get out of your comfort zone because it is worth it, whether you like it or not. Do it. All right. Talking to girls was uncomfortable. It paid off for me. I met Connie. Yelling into the camera in public was really uncomfortable at first. It paid off for me. I met you. And then guess what? Uploading videos on the internet, which is not always a kind place, we know that now, was very uncomfortable. And I had to learn how to deal with, hate from people that didn't even know me, even though I was just talking about watches and trying to have a good time. That was uncomfortable, but it paid off because I met all of you guys, and you guys rock. Safe phone with the super chat. You're amazing, dude. I love you guys. Thank you for everybody, all my T3 bots. And Johnny watches 24/7. Certified T3 bot says, I'm my strongest in my 30s. You will rock. Danielle says, I thought you were 40. Well, thanks, guys. Thank you. Makes me feel amazing. Anyway, get out of your comfort zone and tell someone you love them. You shouldn't go a minute without telling anyone. You shouldn't have to go a moment without telling someone you love them. Come on, that's part of life. You gotta love people. And I'm gonna start this off. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me. My last live stream in my 20s, guys. I'm still a young man for a couple more days. I love you guys. And hope you have a blessed weekend, an amazing Saturday or Sunday or whatever day it is from wherever you're from. I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. And hope you have some fun today. All right. Love you guys. Stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. And always remember,